afternoon, everyone. Forgive my crusty look, but I quickly wanted to come on and let you know that I'm sharing the video from the wonderful brunch that I did yesterday. And just to say, stay tuned to the end because I added a lot of the photos of the brunch and of the whole setup. So we had a wonderful time. I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. I had a wonderful time doing this, and I can't wait to do more get-togethers. Bye for now, y'all.
Okay guys, let's take a walk and see what I have set up so far for the party. Now, right here is going to be the coffee and tea station. I bought this little, what do you call this thing? This to boil water. I forget what you call the thing. And so my coffee pot, this is my Keurig. I'm going to move that out of the way because I have a coffee maker where I can make like, I think 10 or 12 cup coffee. And I'm going to use that instead of my Keurig. But here's the buffet setting. Right now I have put out, and I know the light may be bad, but a lot of light, but I have the little streamers set out so far. I have the chafing dishes where I'm going to put the hot items, and I have another little party decoration there. And here's where the fruit is going to go, and then I have these little bowls for them to get their fruit. I put that right there, and I'll have the serving dish here. I just made this little bowl of candy. You saw earlier where I was going to do 2 of them, but it didn't look right being half full. I was trying to go for symmetry, but I just decided just to combine the whole bowl, and instead of trying to do 2 because they weren't full. And then here I'm going to have the little desserts like the cheese Danish, and then the cheese Danish, and then the pecan pie squares, and then another little streamer. And here's where I'm going to sit my cake. Now these will be covered with, haven't quite finished. Once I finish everything and it's like totally set up, I'll show you that again. But I'm going to cover this with some of the white linen that I have, as well as the cake stand, because I kind of raised it up on one of my other little dish sets. I want that to be higher than anything where the cake is going. And here is the place setting. Now, if you remember, sorry about that. If you remember me telling you, I only had so many of the dishes that the guests are going to use. So I'm going to I have 4 of these place settings. I use the little bags for the silverware, and I just place the silverware in that. And then they have their mug, coffee cup, and then this glass for juice, and then 1 for water. But for me, I'm using just a sentimental plate that I'm going to use. It's part of one of my dish collections, and I'm using that one for myself, and you can see the chargers. And so this is how the table setup is looking. And I kind of arranged the chairs because I know it's an odd number, but even if it was 6 people, which I just kind of put this setting here, I'm not planning to have 6 people, but it looked odd without it. And because my table is such an odd shape, it was kind of difficult to say, okay, well, how can I evenly arrange 5 people? So there was no way for me to do it. So I left the 6th chair there. And so here also is the mirror that I'm using for their coaster. They can put their coffee cup there because it's hot. The other glasses will just be water and juice, so it's okay if it sits on the table. And then in the center, I have the glass bowl set up that I'm going to do little flower arrangements. I will get the flowers from Costco, and I will set them in the glass jars and just kind of have that lined up down the table. And I have not put out the napkins yet. I just bought paper napkins. It's kind of informal. I just bought the paper napkins, but I haven't decided if I'm going to do a fold with those or if I'll just sit the stack on the table, since it's, it is informal. It's not a formal thing, but just wanted to have it nicely set up for everybody. So far, that is what I have. And then, also I put together the stand for the balloon display. And, I thought the thing would just come together. I didn't know you would have to, screw it in and all of that. But that is the stand you can see there. That's the stand that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to arrange the balloons, and I'll start blowing those up tomorrow. Thank goodness I now have the table and everything set up where everything is going to go. That takes a load off of my mind. I put extra cover on the island over there so that, with the heat and everything from the chafing dishes. Okay, so guys, that is everything set up right now. I'm glad I was able to get this done and out of the way. That takes a load off. I just need to finish the coffee and tea station. And since I'm still using my Keurig right now, I may just move it over to the other counter and then I can set up the tea station. I think I'll do that. Because that's not a big deal, but I have the table set up. I steamed out the table linen for the bar as well as for the island, or for the table as well as for the island. So that will be, it's all ready to go. I just need a few more things for that. I'll have fresh flowers out. Probably this is Wednesday, probably by Saturday, I'll need new fresh flowers. So go to Costco Friday, get everything, the food and the flowers and everything that I need at the grocery stores on Friday. And I'll start prepping food on Friday night, and Saturday morning I will be cooking everything. So guys, hey, that is the setup. So I just wanted you to see that I now have, everything set up for that day. And it's looking good. It came out really nice. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to do this. And like I said before, it is the first time that I have ever given myself a little get together for my birthday. So I'm excited about this. And so once I get everything done, I will come back and show you, probably at the end. I'll walk through when everything is totally set up. I'll show you that probably the day of when the food is out. I'll probably just come back then because there's not much else to see. You've seen everything and where I'm going to put it. All right, guys. So I will see you Saturday morning. Bye. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is Friday night and I have finally finished putting everything, doing the setup rather. I've completed the setup. And so this is Friday night. I'm gonna show you what everything looks like and we'll just kind of walk through the entire setup. So let's start. You know what? Let's start this way. To begin with, here are the decorations. I moved the bar stools. I just moved those away from the counter because that's where the food is going to be. So they're just lined up against the wall. And I completed the balloon spray. And y'all, I was like, I ended up having to go back to Walmart to get their little pump to blow the balloons up. But once I did that, it was pretty easy because actually, I don't know what happened to my other air mattress. I was going to get it fixed, but I guess I threw it out because it had a hole in it. So I guess I threw it out. Okay, so this is the balloon spray and it is on the stand that I was telling you about. And I didn't use all of the balloons, but it's on that stand. And I just have my ladder right there right now because for some reason it's leaning to one side and it may have been the way I set it up, but I'm not taking it down because, you have to use, I had to use my drill power drill to put it together. So I'm just going to leave it together, and once the balloons go down, I will take that off, but I'll leave it up because it can fit in the garage without being in the way, and I can push things down at the feet, easily slide things like the containers that I'm going to need to get for the things that I have that I'm going to be keeping because, I'll be doing more get-togethers. But this is the way the balloon spray came out, and I was really pleased with it. And I just kind of tied it up there using the little strip that they use for you to stick the balloons through. I just tied it up there. And let's get up a little bit closer and then I'll back up and you can see. So there's one balloon you can see there with the glitter. I like that. And then there's gold, there's black, there's silver, and then there's cream. And I just tried, if I had have done the other balloons, it would have come down a little bit lower. And now kind of wish I did, but it's fine, you know. And I just feel like we will stand underneath this and take pictures. So that's why I bought that for decoration. We'll just take a lot of photos. I'll take photos of my friends. That way, you know, I can do a little memory book for myself. Because I'm telling you, y'all, this is the first time I have ever given myself a birthday party. The other thing I did, which this stand is actually black. It's an enamel and it's black, but it had these screws. And I was like, there's no way I can do balloons with these screws. So I needed to cover that and wrap it. So I thought, okay, let me go to the Dollar Tree and I will find something to wrap that with. And so that's what I did. They had this, you can see this ribbon. Oops, sorry, y'all. They had this ribbon, and so that's what I bought, you know, $1 each. And I think I ended up buying like 5 of them just so that I can wrap the entire display with that. And you can see I ran out a little bit over there on the left side. I ran out a little bit, but it's okay. You know, I figure when we're taking pictures, we'll be standing in front of that. I'll go back and get another one just to make sure that I wrap that part as well. Or who knows, next time I do it, who knows what the display will be. But I was pleased with how that came out. That's the balloon. And then I also, from Party City, and also I got that spray, that balloon ornament I showed you in the haul for the birthday. If you didn't see that video, you can go check that video out of the haul. And so I bought these 2 numbers, the 58, and I blew those up. Now, what I have is, I went out and I have my tablecloth, which I think I actually, well, I had it in my hand and I left it outside in the garage, so I have to go back and get it. But I have that on top of the box for one of my chafing dishes. So I have that linen that I bought from Walmart, and I'll show you like how I used it on the buffet. So I'm just gonna cover that box so that it's not that brown box sitting over there. I'm gonna cover that box with the white fabric, and then I'll just drape it over the box and come up under the 8. And I had to tape those to the wall, so because they just fall over, and so I'm hoping that that's gonna work. If not, I still have my tape, and I will just, you know, tape that back to the wall. Okay. Then what I did, you remember I was saying I didn't know what I was going to get my friends for, you know, a gift. But I found this wonderful, I went to go purchase my cake at Nothing But Cake. I love those cakes. And so I went to go and purchase these cards. And what they are, this box is Dream. And so they had one that says, live your life. There's one that says smile. There's a box that says dream big. But in each box, there are 30 pop open cards with some inspirational quote or saying, and they're really nice sayings. They're so nice. And so I bought this, and I thought, you know what? I'll give each one of them one of these, and inside it has the 30 note cards. And so for every day, you know, they can just pick a note card and read that. So that's the gift that I ended up getting. And of course, it was perfect because the box was black, gold, and like a silver. So that was perfect. That's what I'm going to give for each guest. I really love that. But I bought those at Nothing But Cake. All right. So swinging on around, let's go look at the table decorations and how that turned out. All right. So I had still been working on this, and I still had a few things to do, but I just want to walk you through what's here. And so again, remember I was doing the chargers. I was doing the black chargers. Here's what I decided to do with the silverware. And then also, I'm just gonna slide this out of the way. So they have their teaspoon or their coffee spoon, you know, when they put their flavor or whatever, stir that up. I also had these little tin plates these little tin plates that also, they go with my little tea strainers, these individual cute little tea strainers. So I have these little tin plates, and so I use them for this. That way they can put their spoon on there, rest their spoon on that, and not put it on the tablecloth. But that is how the table setting came out. I arranged it so that each of us could have a salt and pepper shaker. So of course, I got those from the Dollar Tree, but I just arranged it so we each could have a. So I just arranged it so that we each could have salt and pepper shakers. We have the glass for the juice. We have a glass for water, and I have bottled water in the refrigerator. You know what? I think I could stand to turn on this light. Give me just a second. This is dark over here. Let's see if that helps. Okay, I think that's a little better. And so I have I have the juice, glass for the juice, glass for water, which I have water in the refrigerator, their coffee or tea cup. They can decide what they want to use, coffee or tea. And again, I set it to where each one of us has a salt and pepper shaker. I had the small salt and pepper shakers, but I guess, I don't know, I threw some of them out, and so I didn't have enough for each guest. So I tried to find the small ones again. I couldn't find them, so I just bought some from the dollar store just to make sure we each had one. And again, the little tin plate to rest the spoon. This is the different plate that I'm using because it has sentimental value for me. These were purchased probably in like 1960, 60-ish. So that has value for me. And so the flowers, hydrangeas from Costco, and I just set them in the glass vases that you saw earlier. And I'm hoping they come back alive. They look like they're coming back because I didn't put them directly in water when I got home. I just had them sitting there, and I've been doing a ton of other things, errands I had to run, and so I have them in water. I'm hoping by in the morning they will come back to life. I think I'll throw a couple of ice cubes in there and see if that helps. But it still looks nice. It still looks nice. So I like that. Really simple, but elegant, and just the hydrangeas. And then I did a bowl for the cream, for the coffee cream, and just sat that right on the table so that no one has to get backlog at the coffee, at the drink station, trying to, fix their coffee. I put the cream over here because their spoon is here, and then they can just get their coffee over there, come back, sit it down, and mix it however they like. I put extra napkins under that, and then I did one napkin fold and slipped it under their charger. And so that is how everything came out. Here is the coaster, the mirror that I'm using for a coaster for their coffee cup. And yeah, and this is also how I decided to arrange it, guys, because like I was saying, my table it's an odd shape. So it's like a big square, I would say, but the ends are cut off. And so I was like, I don't know how I'm going to arrange these chairs on here. So what I did was I just put 2 on one end and then 2 on this end. And then I'm just over there in the center up against the door, the window. So that's how I decided to arrange everything. But that's how everything came out. All right, I hope you could see that. All right, now let's turn our attention to the drink station. And I've just kind of taken off my mats and everything because after I cook everything in the morning, I'm going to vacuum and clean the floors. So that's why it's like that. I didn't want to do it right now because I still have a lot of cooking to do. Not a lot. I still have some prep and cooking to do in the morning. Won't be a lot. You know, it's simple breakfast. I'm just making more of it. That's all. And then I also made up more of the waffle mix because I was just about out of that. And I was like, okay, let me go ahead and do that tonight so that I'm not trying to struggle with that in the morning. And so on this station, this is the drink station. And I have, of course, the coffee pot. So I'm not going to use the Keurig. I moved that out of the way. The coffee pot, I'll make a pot of coffee and, you know, probably two, depending on how much everybody drinks. And then I have this decanter, this little drink dispenser. I think I found this at, I don't know, maybe Home Goods. I'm sure I found it at Home Goods. I was like, oh my goodness, this is perfect because it's a perfect size. It's not as big as the other one. I have one that's like, I don't know how many gallons, but I think this is just like 1 gallon. So I thought it'd be perfect. I have the juice, orange juice already chilled, and I'm just going to put it in here in the morning, and then they can get their juice or they can get coffee or both if they like, because they do have the glasses. And then maybe some people do not drink coffee, they can have tea. So I have the I don't know why I can't think of the name of this thing, but it's the teapot. It's an electric teapot. So I have this electric teapot. I just got that at Walmart. I thought it was really cute, just to quickly heat up the water. I didn't want to use the Keurig because, you know, you're having to wait for that. But with this, I can fill it up, you know, with a lot of water. And anybody that wants tea, there's plenty of hot water for them to make tea. And then also in front of that, I have a little tray or little dish of teas that they can choose from. There is some turmeric and passion fruit. There's a lot of these are turmerics. Turmeric, vanilla, and cinnamon, and ginger and lemon, honey and lemon, peppermint and clove, and then of course green tea. I do have some matcha tea in there. I may put a couple of those in there, the same brand, the Tipson brand, because I do know one of my friends likes the matcha. And then of course I do have a streamer. One of the streamers I put, you know, over here for decor. So that's the drink station. I don't think I need anything else over there because, like I said, they have the coffee and then the cream is over at the table. All right, next, let's get to the setup for the buffet. And so right here, you can see that the little jar, I don't know if you remember the jar that I had of the Hershey's. And so what I ended up doing with that, I ended up combining it because it was so little. So it just made one big jar. I was hoping to find something. I can't believe I don't have something around this house that I can sit this up on safely that it won't topple over. I just wanted to sit it up just a little higher than the chafing dishes so that it's in the back and you still see that color. All right, and then let's come around. Now we have the chafing dishes. Everything is set up. I have the burners. The little sternos are in the case. They're there. I have the utensil set where everything is going to go. So based on the utensil that's there, that tells me what I decided to put into that chafing dish. So all of those are set up and ready to go. I have used my coasters as a holder for each of the utensils. So I'm like, that's fine. And so all of that is ready to go. And then I don't remember, I think I told you that I wanted like the butter. I did not want to use butter from, you know, and have it sliced out or anything. So I did find these. I had them in the freezer. I just took some out and let them get room temperature so that they're soft for the waffles. So I have those, but oh, the syrup. Oh my gosh, I have to get the syrup. But the syrup I'm going to put in with the, I think I'm going to put those in with the pancakes so that they're warm. And so then I have, this is the dish where the fruit is going to go, and I have the bowls for them to fix their bowl of fruit. I didn't put one out for myself, but I'll just get one. But this is for each one of them. They can grab a bowl. And then here's the display for the cake. I'll show you the cake that I bought. But here's where the cake is going. And then here's where the, and this is what I was doing with the fabric. If you remember those food stands that I purchased up under here, I wanted to cover those up. I did not want the legs and want that showing, so I covered that up with the white linen fabric that I bought. And here's where the cheese Danish is going, and then I have these cups to put the pecan squares in, because I've already made the pecan pie and I baked it in that square pan so that I could cut it in squares. I just took the crust from one of the other deep dish pie pans and laid it into that square pan, and I'll use my pizza cutter in the morning and slice that up, and I can just put that in that cup for in the morning. So, whew, y'all. Okay, I can't believe that, you know, it's done, because, and I just started doing this at the last minute. You know, I didn't plan this months in advance. I just, you know, thought, you know, a week or so ago, you know, maybe 2 weeks ago, I have never given myself a birthday party. And so I was like, I am going to give myself a birthday party. I've never done that. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And okay, guys, sorry about that. We got cut off. But what I was saying is that I can't believe I did this in just, I mean, like a couple weeks, maybe 3 at tops, that I just came up with this idea to give myself a birthday party or celebration. And I thought, well, really, it's an excuse for me just to have friends over, you know. But I wanted to do this brunch, and I'm so excited that I'm getting a chance to do this. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of work. But I'm thinking, if I had planned this out, you know, a while ago, you know, maybe it wouldn't seem so hectic. It hasn't really seemed like it was hectic or, you know, worrisome or anything. I've really enjoyed pulling this together. I can't believe that I pulled everything together so quickly, but it's really exciting. Happy with my balloon spray, really happy with that. The numbers, the decorations, and I'm really excited about the little gift that I found to give to everybody. And so yeah, guys, I am going to call it a night. I'm going to go rest, because I do need to get up early in the morning and get my day started. First, I really need to get myself together in the morning, and then I'll come down and get everything cooked. And then I can, you know, make sure, as long as my hair is done, I'll be good to go. As long as I have that out of the way, I'll be good to go, because I know what I'm going to wear tomorrow. And then I'll just be at the house. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share everything with you tomorrow. Actually, I did not show you the cake, because there was one little decoration piece that they messed up on at the cake place, Nothing Bundt Cake. They gave me the correct piece to put on, and so I'm going to switch that out and put on the right piece tomorrow. So I'm not going to show you the cake tonight. I will show you the cake tomorrow after everything is out and set up. And again, I will get everything set up, and then I will walk you through the bars, the counters, the display of everything. The tables you've already seen, but the drink station and the buffet setup, I will walk you through that tomorrow. All right? So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys soon. Bye. Okay guys, I am rushing really quickly to show you the final setup. I have everything in the chafing dishes. I've lit the chafing dishes because I want things to stay warm. I'm running behind. I need to go upstairs and get myself dressed. I was supposed to start at 9:30. It's already almost 10. So I have to run upstairs real quick and get dressed. But here's everything: the eggs and potatoes, the bacon and the chicken. And here are the waffles. I just wrap them in foil to keep them soft and warm. And then I put the syrup in there as well. I have some parchment paper down. Here's the fruit bowl: mangoes, melons, strawberries, cantaloupe, and pineapples. And here is the little dessert buffet: the pecan squares and the cheese Danish. Here's the cake that I didn't show you yesterday. I had to change out this ribbon because they didn't put the right ribbon on there. It's just the lemon cake that I got from Nothing But Cake, and that's that. And here is the drink station with the teas, with the electric tea kettle, the orange juice, and the coffee. So I just wanted to quickly show you that as I run upstairs to try and get myself dressed before everyone gets here. So guys, I will see you all later.